5 reasons you want to move to the Phoenixville area and what makes it so great. That's what this video is all about, and it starts right now. Welcome to this channel. If it's your first time here, thank you for coming on and stumbling on, checking out our videos here. One thing I would ask you to do is just hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to our channel. We are making video content all the time, all things Chester County, Philadelphia Suburbs, and we want you to be able to get that content as it's produced, and of course, check out the rest of our channel as well. So thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, little alarm bell so you get alerted when new videos are produced. And of course, if it's another time you're coming back to the channel, you're not here for your first time, welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in. My name is Matt Moore with the Moore Group. We are a real estate team based right here in the Chester County, Philadelphia Suburbs area. We know all about Chester County, all about the little ins and outs and everything you need to know right here about the Chester County area. And in this video, we are specifically honing in on the Phoenixville location and what makes Phoenixville so great. So 5 reasons why you should move here. Now, of course, you want to check out the other 5 reasons why you should not move here, and that is why you should subscribe to this channel, because that video will be coming out shortly after this one is produced, so you can learn the pros and cons, a little bit of a different format of it, of what makes Phoenixville, what you should avoid, and why you shouldn't or should move here depending on what your preferences are. So let's get started with the number 1 thing, or the first in the series of 5 of the 5 things that you should move to Phoenixville for. First thing is that Phoenixville has an incredibly strong small town charm and a vibe, a cultural sense of community. People really love Main Street. They love walking down, checking things out. They love the vibe that's there on Main Street, including things like the Colonial Theater, and they close off streets for the weekends. There are events throughout the year like Blobfest, which if you are familiar with the horror film from, gosh, we're almost 100 years old now, from the movie The Blob, which is a classic on the horror side. That movie was filmed in large part right here in the Phoenixville area and of course around Chester County too. So there's some throwbacks to that Blob movie. You can check out more about the details on that. I have some other videos on the Phoenixville area that describe this a little bit in more detail, but there's a lot of great events that are happening around, and the Firebird Festival is another one. There's the Farmers Market too. So, again, just really gives awesome senses of community with these events that are happening around town. It's truly one of a kind in the greater Philly area with the quantity and the quality of the walkable events and amenities that you can check out right here in the Phoenixville area, and it's what makes Phoenixville so charming. Next up on the list is, if you're a beer lover, you're going to love Phoenixville. It has one of the highest concentrations of microbreweries of anywhere else not only in Pennsylvania, but in the country. There are microbrews, it feels like, on every single corner. Every restaurant's got their own. And in the Phoenixville area itself, if you love beer, you can go on tasting tours, you can go on and check out everything that it has to offer when it comes to beer. So, for drinkers, and it may not just be beer drinkers here. Of course, that's Phoenixville itself, kind of like a downtown cool hipster type of a vibe when it comes to the beer, IPAs, all different unique types of beers that you can try. But in the surrounding areas, there's so much land that there's a lot of vineyards too, and they're great ones. You can try out some local wine. So maybe you're not a beer person, maybe you're more of a wine person. That's okay. There's options for you in the Phoenixville area. Number 3 on the 5 reasons you should move here to the Phoenixville area has to do with outdoor recreation. Phoenixville, it's second to none with close proximity to the Schuylkill River Trail system. Of course, being that close to that system allows you to, of course, find trails for biking, walks, horseback riding, and of course, you can kayak on the canal, which is one of our favorite things to do. Our Chester County specialist, Adrian, loves to do that herself, and it is a good time in the Phoenixville area, a great way to spend a hot summer day, or just checking out the fall colors. That's one of the favorite things to do as well, right along that river system. It's nice and calm in spots, nice and shallow. We're not talking about river rapids that you'd see out west. It is a great way to spend that afternoon in a relaxing way to enjoy the outdoor recreation. So that is a huge component of Phoenixville, what makes Phoenixville so great. People are doing it all the time. If you're checking out the area, you can see the little boats in the water. It's really cool to see all the people just checking out what is available for recreation in Phoenixville. Number 4 has to do with the culture of Phoenixville. Now, if you're a local and you live in the Phoenixville area, the pride of living where you live is basically exemplified everywhere you go. Of course, there's the Firebird Festival and all types of things that really sort of showcase the Phoenix, get it? The Firebird Phoenix type of connection. But, overall, there's a huge sense and pride of living in the Phoenixville area. And that is shown out in the culture, on the things to do, from concerts to checking out the Playhouse, the First Friday with bands playing all the time. There's a number of art studios, and there are a couple of film festivals that happen in the Phoenixville area every single year. Phoenixville is sort of this diamond in the rough. It's close to Philadelphia. It's a suburb of Philadelphia, but it feels like its own entire ecosystem, separate from outside of the hubbub. It's almost like it's kind of like isolated on an island, but it's not. But you can check it out, check things out, and just see how unique and how interesting Phoenixville can be at any given time of the year. All right, lastly on the list of one of the reasons you should move here to the Phoenixville area has to do with the schools and the school districts itself. Now, I'll tell you, when it comes to ranking school districts, I can't do that myself, but I rely on websites like niche.com to be able to do those types of things. And of course, they're taking evaluations like average SAT scores, student to teacher ratios, attendance percentages, all types of factors involved with these rankings. And Phoenixville ranking all the Phoenixville schools, that is, ranking at an A on the report card for niche.com, which is fantastic. And this is a broader conversation for people. You might be coming to the Phoenixville area with kids, and of course school district in that case being pretty important to you potentially. But when it comes to people that might be downsizing in retirement and the kids have flown the coop, or maybe you don't have kids at all, you still should consider the fact that school districts are solid. And what I mean by that is that in terms of resale values, eventually you might be thinking about selling your home. Maybe it's a few years down the road, maybe it's a few decades, but at some point in time, you will want to sell that home and recuperate and gain the cash from the appreciation of that home. Homes in good school districts that are perennially top contenders for top school districts in certain areas, they are going to appreciate faster than other areas. It's just how things go. So again, if you're thinking from an investment standpoint, thinking about your money and your wallet, school districts, even if you don't have kids, school districts are still important and still something that you should consider. It makes it a good reason to consider the Phoenixville area. Now, of course, if you have questions about Phoenixville, that's what we are here for as a team and as a guide for you. We are the Moore Group. We are a real estate team that's based right here in Chester County and through the Philadelphia suburbs, and we are here to guide you on this. So reach out to us, call, text, email the information on the screen. We'll connect you with one of our Chester County and Philadelphia suburbs specialists who will be able to guide you on this real estate journey, whether you're moving within Phoenixville and the Chester County area, or you're moving to this area from out of state or out of the country. We are here to be a guide and a resource for you. We'll, of course, get you connected with our preferred lenders if you need one, and build a strategy for you to be successful. Because at least as a recording of this video, and in this day and age, end of 2023, we are seeing competitive real estate markets still in Chester County and including the Phoenixville area. It's still very competitive. People want to be in Phoenixville, so you need to be with an agent who knows the market extremely well and can guide you appropriately for what you need. That's what we are here for. We're the Moore Group. I'm Matt Moore, and of course, we are going to be making these videos all the time about all things Chester County and including Phoenixville. And of course, that 5 reasons you shouldn't move to Phoenixville video, that's coming too. So don't forget to give the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to our channel so you can get more of the content as it becomes available. And I want to hear from you. Sound off. What do you think about the 5 reasons to move to Phoenixville? Am I missing something, or am I totally outlandish with some things? I want to hear from you. I read these comments, I reply to these comments, and I want to hear your opinion. So leave them in the comments below. Stay away, trolls. We don't want you. You guys can stay out of the comments, but we want your opinion. I want to know what you think about the Phoenixville area. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let us know.